with John Tavares to try to win the draw, Jake McCabe as the defender in case they don't. And if they do win, both Tavares and McCabe typically go off here, and you'll see Nylander jump on probably with OEL at this point.
Good battle. David Kamp's 11-6, Tavares 11-7, and the Leafs control of the draw, and they'll go right to the attack. It's McCabe, and Tolopilo closes down the 7-hole and keeps the Canucks alive.
Hey, the best laid plans, you got to take what's given there. It wasn't a clean draw, so it's a battle. And now all of a sudden McCabe looks up and says, hey, I got a 2-on-1. I'm going to try to end this thing quickly. And Tolopilo, just, you could see him tighten that arm against his body. He felt it on his arm. McCabe trying to sneak it underneath, and Tolopilo able to make the save.
So again, Camp and Tavares to duel. Dropped in, and this time it's possession Vancouver. DeBrusk on the ice, Phil Hronek at the wheel. Elias Pettersson out there as well. Here comes Elias Pettersson working in with Jake DeBrusk to the net. Paul came across and makes the stop. Pettersson gets it back. Leafs had a chance for possession. Vancouver maintains it. Pettersson up high. And then gets dumped. Play continues. We haven't had a power play all night. And the fans thought there could have been one there. Up ahead it goes Ekman Larsson with Nylander. William Nylander. And it slid off his stick. Nylander back across. Matthews has it. Off the bench, McCabe. Nylander. Tolopilo. And Nylander swept it back into the Maple Leaf zone. How many times has Nylander finished that play this year?
He's one of his classic moves there. Just couldn't quite control it. Getting to his forehand.
Eyes in with Tavares. John Tavares to the net. And flipped it high. Where'd it go? Out of play. And a late whistle.
Oh, man, take a breath there. Jake DeBrusk with the first really good chance, and I think Nylander coming back just gets enough of him there that he can't control it to get it around Joseph Woll. It's stick on stick, and then Matthews looking up the middle at Oliver Ekman Larsson, slides it to an area, and he just loses control at the last second. Tavares, knowing that the pressure coming from Holmgren on the other side, tried to lift it up, got it a little too high, up and over and out of play.
There has been one game in the NHL this year without a penalty. Off that draw, Vancouver gets it, trying to send away Kemp, and McCabe got back to sweep it away. Now Nyes with possession. Tavares drives the lane, spins, back to Nyes, back to Tavares, and he couldn't get good one on it. What a chance to finish it. Tavares wards off Blucher, puts it in front, that goes by Nyes and out.
Well, that was going to be pretty, wasn't it? Just almost connected. Little spinorama, give and go.
Matthews over the boards. He goes to work. Nylander just enters the zone as well. Opens up. Nylander back in. And Tolopilo covered the low part of the net. Maybe a break here. Blucher was loose. It's Drew O'Connor. Drew O'Connor's shot, and Ekman Larsson got a piece of that. They both hit the deck, and Matthews trying to come up with it. Ekman Larsson getting up a little slowly, but able to recover to get Leaf possession.
There's not only 50 seconds.
Stop by Woll.
Holy cow.
Connor Coughlin on the doorstep. Almost got a gift. Nylander the other way. Backhand side of the net. Back to Matthews. Up top, McCabe. Crazy overtime. Matthews has Doby coming on. And that's stolen by here, Olivier Joseph, who starts back. Joseph up toward DeBrusk. Jake DeBrusk winds it up. Here he comes. Slowed up by Matthews. And Matthews took it away. McCabe, pocket picked by DeBrusk. Garland goes to the net. Connor Garland stopped by Woll. Garland's got it again. Maybe a third chance to win it. And he just missed. Hronek back to Garland. If at first you don't succeed, you'll play it across to Hronek. Pettersson, Phil Hronek opens up. Fans holds. It Maybe a break for Matthews. Does he have enough of the tank? Austin Matthews. And we may get a penalty shot. We're going to get a penalty shot here in overtime.
You talk about a sequence of events at both ends, multiple chances, a little spin around the here by Tavares, a give, a go, can't quite control it and get that shot to end this game. The battle behind the net, the other side, whoop, there you go. And Garland, who hasn't scored in 16, gets the great chance. And how about this? Filip Hronek in a position there, and look at stick on skate. At the very end here, the dive there by Garland knocks Matthews in, and I wouldn't be surprised here if Craig Berube takes a timeout to give his guys a little bit of a rest here for Matthews to take a breather. That was an awfully long shift, and
155.
And coming back and trying to make that play. Garland had the chance twice at the other end, and just a wild sequence of events.
Remember, Scott Laughton had the penalty shot. He said he was too tired for the clapper. He wished he could have given the chance to Matthews. Right now, Matthews might be feeling like Laughton might be fresher to take this, but...
Well, the timeout gives you a little bit of a break, you know, and you got it in your back pocket. Why not use it? You could see how exhausted Matthews was. I'm surprised he hasn't even cleaned his visor there. It still looked like it has a little bit of droppings on it.
What a spot for Nikita Tolopilo as Austin Matthews looks for his 27th and a game winner. And Tolopilo says no.
Well, Garland feeling pretty good about that. Matthews even bent over going back to the bench. You're right how much that takes out of you, that long shift. And credit Tolopilo, just didn't bite for anything. Didn't give him the 5-hole. Maybe could have tried to slide it, but as he went across, good timing there by the Vancouver goaltender to not give him anything. He couldn't even watch. And Garland watches and says, okay, we got one more chance. A minute 14 left. What a great game.
The Canucks 4-1 in the shootout. The Leafs 0-1. Are we going to a shootout tonight? A minute 14 to 3-on-3 remaining. Tavares standing in there trying to win the battle, but Vancouver's away. Jake DeBrusk slowing up, wants some help. Gets it from Phil Hronek. Pettersson comes off the bench. Final minute of overtime. And it's Elias Pettersson trying to shift past Tavares, who takes it away. Strong play, John Tavares. Connected Larson with him. Over the line. Stops it up. Holds on. Nylander coming late. And they say he held the zone, but lost the puck. Vancouver up ahead, Elias Pettersson. McCabe is back. DeBrusk peels off and goes to the bench. Here's Pettersson looking. Keedle had come on, but the pass broken up. Under a half minute to go. Rinked wide. Tavares missed. Domi was trying to get off. Pettersson back in, and he missed the target. Max Domi. Tavares at the end of a shift. He's been out there over a minute. And now gets off. Matthews back in. Here's Matthews. Can't get a good shot away. Over on the ice now. Fresh legs at the end. So we will go to a shootout tonight after a crazy overtime here in Vancouver.
Oh, man, this game, it feels like it could have ended, 4, 5, 6 times even